1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They, too, come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come... Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Haskins on third down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 14. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. He's got it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Vinatieri, the NFL's... A big play coming up here. 3rd down and 2 from inside the red zone. What can this offense do? Let's find out.
Here we go. Watch the run. 59.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
I'm going to snap count. Ready?
Check 59.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And And the Saints have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. So late second quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? Here's Haskins. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. N'Keal Harry with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, this... So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. On third down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Dances by at the 20. Gets through, and now an opening. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season. Time to get you back live again. This offense in the red zone as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The time to pull out the stops is now. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. I got you. I got you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. What are you doing? And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there, the first down completion.
Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Haskins going to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Noah Fant. So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the ground, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them.
Call you next, Steve.
So Ryan and the Falcons down by 8. 1:36 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. They'll look to throw. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away? Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And